Welcome back. Today we are going to be making lox. Lox is the fish that is traditionally served with a bagel with a little bit of cream cheese in New York. So you know how to make bagels. Today we're going to show you how to do the lox, which is the fish part that we're going to be making. For your equipment, you need some saran wrap, something you're going to be wrapping your fish with. I'm using two 1.5 pound weights here. 1.5 kilo weights. Anything that's heavy that's going to fit in your fridge, you're going to need it to be put on top of the fish to weigh it down. So you need some weight. Cutting board. You need a pair of tweezers. We're going to be pulling some of the smaller bones out of the fish. Something to mix with. You need a bowl. And you need something that's going to be able to rest your fish in for 5 to 6 days. What we've got set up here is this contraption here. Coming from the shop, I didn't like how it's not deep enough. A lot of the water is going to drain from the fish. So you want something that's going to give you some distance between the bottom of the fish and the bottom of this container here. So what we did, we just put 2 chopsticks in there and we got a little more height. Ingredients, we have our sea salt here. As you can see, we have 90 grams of sea salt. We have brown sugar, 45 grams. We have freshly ground black pepper. You want it to be coarse, okay? You don't want the little fine stuff. You want it to be nice and coarse like this, okay? We have 2 grams of that. And then this last point is optional. It's smoked paprika. We got 2 grams of that. You want some kind of smoky taste in this. Some people put
スモークパプリカ日本には売ってないんですけど、
some people put liquid smoke. We get our
ちょっと
smokiness
匂いが良くなる。
from this
なく
smoked
てもね、普通のパ
paprika.
プリカでもまあま
Fruits of paprika is not going to give you the smokiness. This is going to give you the paprika taste.
あ、お宅の方はぜひ
Yeah,
手に入れてください、どうにか。
we're otakus here when it comes to getting it right. And I have a piece of salmon here. This is about 400 grams. A little over 400 grams of
1
salmon.
パウンドぐらい。
Okay, so let's get started. First things first, lay your saran wrap down on your surface. Get all your ingredients in one bowl. When you look at this salmon, you can see like a pattern of pink and white, right? The white part is the connective tissue, and then the pink part is the flesh. That's what we call the grain, right? The grain of this. If you run your hand usually across the grain, you can kind of feel any of the smaller bones that have been left in there. And we want to get those out. Compare. And what you're going to do is, wherever you feel one of these smaller bones,
細かい作業ですけど、骨は全部取っておいた方がいいです
close
ね。
to the meat and just give it a yank.
アメリカで売ってるやつ骨入ってないよ、多分。
Really?
ボーンレスってやつ。
Boneless, maybe.
Yeah.
Somebody does.
日本
Okay.
は
The next thing we're going to do is take the skin off. So you can see here that we have the skin. What you want to do with your knife is start with this cut to make a little flap. Okay, I'm going to start making a little flap like we have here. Then what I usually like to do with this is put a little weight on this with your hand and your knife, the blade of your knife. You want to angle down to the surface that you're cutting on and just move along the length of your fish to get a nice good start. So we got a good start here. So what you might want to try to do is turn that over that way. What I like to do is pull on that flap that you made, angle your knife down, and just keep moving across. You don't want to take off too much of the meat, but you don't want to leave a lot of the skin on there either. So angle down, pull tightly on that flap that you made. See that we're doing here? And just keep progressing along. Nice cut. We have very little of the meat left on and all of the skin off. That's nice cut. We're going to lay down a little bit of the salt mixture, just roughly in the shape of your fish that you have. And I'm going to put the salmon right on top of that. Just like that. See that? Press that down. The rest of this is going to go on the top. This is for us otakus. This is how we're going to do it. Make sure you get it covered as much of the flesh as you can, even here on the back side. And we are basically done. Press it down. 1, 2. Press it on. And just fold that over. We got a nice little packet, see? I'm gonna put that in my thing here. I'm gonna throw a weight on it, 2.
ない人はこんな
Beer,
何キロ
beer cans.
3キロ
You can do a 6-pack of beer, throw it on top if you don't have. Our salmon's in the fridge. You may want to check it in about 2 days, okay? 2 days later, check it.
2日後ぐらいにチェックしてみて
A lot of that water is going to be coming out.
水分がいっぱい出てるから
You can
それ
drain
は捨
that
てて
water off and put it in the fridge. Here, we usually try to eat it around the 5th day.
まあ、5日目ぐらいにはいい感じで食べれる
If you wait longer, it gets more saltier. The taste gets more saltier. It's up to you how you want to do that.
ど
But
んどん
here,
塩辛くなっちゃうからね
yeah, here we usually do it about the 5th day. We start slicing it and eating with bagels. Okay, everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the salmon, the lox that we started making the other day. This is day 3. It's been in the refrigerator for 3 days. We're going to take our weights off here that we're used to weigh down. You can get a look at what's going on here with the liquid coming out of it there. A lot of the liquid's still inside of my plastic, so we're going to get that to drain. You see all of that? We want that liquid to get out of there. Cut a small piece off here. Right, then we're just gonna rinse that off. That's what we have. So this is our slice here, our first slice of the lox. Jasmine here with us. How's that, Jazz? Oishi? Good? Oh. Okay, so at this point, since according to Jasmine, it's a good taste, what we're going to do is run this under some water to rinse the salt off. After we rinse it, we're going to wrap it in a new piece of saran wrap and put it back in the fridge without any weights or anything on it. If you want it to be a little bit more intense with the salty taste, you could, again, wrap it in a saran wrap and put the weights back on it and put it back in the fridge for another 2 or 3 days and then come back and check it again. Okay? After that, you should be ready to roll. This is really the day everything comes together. What you want to try to do is make this as thin as you can. I like to get an angle here. And try not to saw, but once you start cutting, pull and keep going in that same direction. And you get one of those. Let's put this sandwich together. We have our lox. Usually we go with tomato, fresh tomato, but we're gonna use this sun-dried tomato that we soaked in wine a little bit. We got some capers here, and we got some Japanese daikon sprouts and our cream cheese. Okay, so first we take our cream cheese. We spread it on. They call it a schmear, a little schmear. A smear campaign, but schmear.